Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know. You ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Griffin. That's caught. It's Coleman.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Mike 41. Mike 41. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Bandit. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown, because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 3 bucks.
On second and 12, Griffin. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here's the play. 52. You remember me? Let's go. Come on.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
65. What? Go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52. We own them. Check 13.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third and 9.
Buddy up. 41's the mic. Watch the screen.
On third down, Griffin. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Crunch time, defense.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And some room to run now. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. Push him back. Push him back.
Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace. Maybe
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
3rd and long. It's gone. Flushed out right. And got a man. It's Woods. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Pour down. Kill.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Right there. 56. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Griffin gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he finds McLaurin. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Man open, it's Goodwin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So this will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Griffin. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A 28-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Rams.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Barber on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ric Flair.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Griffin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the double. 52's any weapons. Switch.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Griffin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
36.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get... Up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Rams.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 35 on second down, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Third down here. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Goff. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On fourth down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeForest Buckner. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot.